If you're in the market for an integrated sports watch, both the Tissot PRX Powermatic 80 and the D1 Milano Automatic are excellent choices for those looking for a stylish and reliable automatic watch. However, one comes from a respected and established Swiss watch brand that was founded in 1853, and the other is from an Italian watch brand that was founded in 2013. The purpose of this video is to help you decide what watch is right for you and your budget. I will be breaking down this comparison into 4 categories: design, movement, durability, and price. So stick around to the end of the video and I'll let you know what watch I kept in my collection and which watch I sold. There's no denying that both of these watch designs are heavily inspired by Mr. Genta. The Tissot PRX Powermatic 80 has a classic and timeless design with a rounded and angular case design. Out of the two, this for sure has a more minimalistic look. The finishing on both the case and the bracelet is okay, but it could be better. The trapezoid style dial is beautiful and hard to find on watches of this price point. The D1 Milano has a more contemporary design and it reminds me more of an Octofinissimo than a Royal Oak. The finishing on the case and bracelet is superior to the one found on the PRX. The dial is sunburst, and because of its minimalistic look, it plays well with the crazier case design. On my 6 7/8 inch wrist at 17.43 centimeters, the Tissot wears much better than the D1 Milano. The PRX has a thickness of 10.9 millimeters and the case measures in at 39.5 millimeters. On the other hand, the D1 Milano is only 9.8 millimeters thick and the case measures in at 41.9 millimeters. I will say that when you pair the watches on leather or rubber straps, it completely changes the look, feel, and wearability of the watches. However, the D1 Milano wears really big on my wrist. Both of these watches feature a display caseback. I'm personally a fan of display casebacks, and it's always cool to get non-watch people's reaction to an automatic movement. The Tissot PRX Powermatic 80 is equipped with a Powermatic 80 movement, which is a high-quality Swiss automatic movement that delivers up to 80 hours of power reserve. Obtaining an 80 power reserve was achieved with the combination of a more efficient spring barrel and reducing the frequency from 4 Hz to 3 Hz. This means that this movement beats at 21,600 beats per hour compared to 28,800 beats per hour, and in turn the seconds hand is not as smooth. On the other hand, the D1 Milano is powered by the Japanese automatic Miyota movement 9015. This caliber beats at 28,800 beats per hour, but has half the power reserve of the Tissot PRX. It's really hard to pick the better movement, but I know most people would choose a Powermatic 80. However, both movements are reliable and serviceable by most watchmakers. Both watches are made from 316L stainless steel and feature a sapphire crystal. The Tissot PRX Powermatic 80 is water resistant up to 100 meters, and the D1 Milano is water resistant up to 50 meters. In hand, both watches look very nice and feel substantial, but the D1 Milano has the upper hand as the brushing and polishing has been better executed. However, if you're like me and water resistance is important, the PRX has the upper hand there. I will say that I'm not really a fan of the finishing of the PRX bracelet. It's a scratch magnet and it's super blingy. The Tissot PRX weighs in at 138 grams and the D1 Milano weighs in at 150 grams. On the wrist, however, the 12-gram difference is not noticeable. The Tissot PRX Powermatic 80 costs $645 and the D1 Milano Automatic costs $745. I personally think that the PRX is undervalued, especially when looking at the other offerings in the market. The D1 Milano should have been priced at the PRX price, and the PRX should have been priced at the D1 Milano price. At the end of the day, both of these watches punch above their price point. Overall, both watches have their strengths and weaknesses, and the choice between the two ultimately comes down to your personal preference. The Tissot PRX Powermatic 80 has a classic design and heritage, while the D1 Milano Automatic has a more modern design, but it does come at a premium. I personally kept the Tissot PRX as it fits my wrist better. I love that dial. The 80 hours of power reserve and the 100 meters of water resistance work best for my lifestyle. Now I'm curious to know what watch speaks to you more, and how do you actually feel about watches with integrated bracelets? Thank you so much for the support. I hope you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to support the channel by hitting that like and subscribe button. Be safe out there and stay humble.